Hey, here, Blink. Hey, hello, hi, good afternoon. How is everyone doing today? I hope everyone is doing great. It is the weekend. Turn up, sit them safely, wear your mask, don't fool around. Do what you gotta do. Okay? I was just coming on to talk quickly about the presidential debate. Um, so I'm not getting into my stuff. It's not important, right? Like I said, I want to keep this page as neutral and kind, as calm, as caring as possible. So I don't want to offend anyone. If you feel like what I say may be offensive at any time, then of course protect your mental health, protect your own sanity, and log out and get out. But if you can, stay and hang around a little bit, I would love to hear your opinion about what I'm saying, good and bad. As long as it's respectful, is great. So, um, move forward. I watched the debate last night, and it's so funny because my daughter wanted to watch it too, and she is young. She is not a teenager. I'll put it at that. And I said, okay. She asked me about it last week, Thursday, and the debate was a week later. So I said, yeah, sure. The day came, and I thought that maybe she would have forgotten about it, but homegirl was ready. She had her PJs on and her fluffy socks. We even had snacks. We were watching the debate. She was all up in it, and everything that she was saying was like, oh my God, they are spilling the tea. Ooh, they going at it. She even called it UFC without the gloves. UFC fighting with words. She was just loving it. Like I said, like my kids are awesome. Love it. Love it. Love her. Love him. It's just hilarious. So, so we're watching the debate, and as um, you know, Vice President Biden is talking and President Trump is talking, she's bringing out stats about middle class, and she's bringing out stats about the prison rate, and she's bringing out stats, stats, quote unquote stats about Iran. And I'm like, little girl, who you hearing this from? Where are you getting these things from? It may be right or wrong, but where are you as a child of your age hearing all these things from? And so we ended up having our own debate in our home to the point that it woke up her brother. And when that boy sleep, you can't wake him up. But we woke him up, and he came out. So we all ended up watching the debate. The conclusion that we came to at the end, whether we agreed against the Republican or the Democratic Party that was representing their party at that debate, was that it was a great conversation. You're able to hear the other person's side. You may not agree with it, but you can hear it, you can digest it, and you can form an opinion based on what you heard to make your opinion stronger, better, and a bit more worthwhile if you have the facts and if you can do so. that was a great thing for my kids to see, because my children, they fight all of the time. Like, the moderator that was there yesterday, God praise her, because she was doing it against the president, who's not the easiest man, but he's funny as hell. You gotta give him that. And doing it against, and also against Biden, who he be having his little quirks too. So I can imagine that as me, as a moderator, I would have been cracking the hell up. I couldn't have been a professional. She did a great job. But what she did for me, she helped me understand what skills I need to partake as a moderator in my own home, especially during this time during COVID. We have been in the home since March. So March, April, May, June, July, August, September. 7 months. 7 months. And I have to say, even before seeing the debate and how, this woman handled it, I don't know her name, I'm so sorry, but I'm sure you guys do. And if you don't, put her name in the comments so that I can, tag her later on. I'm like, Dad, yeah. I have been a moderator for 7 months. I have been moderating my children for 7 months. You guys wouldn't believe the fights that I've had to moderate. And it's like, it doesn't even make any sense. But, okay. Yeah, child one, can you see their point of view? And they're like, no, but. And I'm like, yeah, but can you try? And child two, can you see child one point of view? Nah, but yeah, okay, but let's talk about it. It's come to the point where we've had to have like full roundtable discussions about the littlest, smallest things that makes no sense. You know how bad it is? I need to go and find me a whole dining room set tomorrow. Okay? Because the dining room set that I've had for about 5 years is ran down. The nails are coming out. I need a new one, because we are always convening around the table. If we're not convening around the table, and mind you, we've always convened around the table every Sunday to have dinner. One child does one part of dinner, one child does the other, and of course I do the meatiest, the biggest part. But we're all contributing to dinner, right? And then we all eat, and we watch a movie, and everybody go to bed. But from March till now, if the table hasn't had that much traction in all this time, that the screws are coming out, and every time I put the screws in, they keep falling back out. So I have to go shopping this weekend for a dining room table. But I take it all back to say that woman that did the moderating, she did a really, really good job. And I'm taking notes from her because she was able to control the president, who just does and says whatever he wants, good or bad. And she was able to control who is trying to take his job. That's a very hard thing to do. She did, to me, a better job than the first moderator did. I don't know his name. I don't even think it matters, because to me he was whack. But when my kids came in to watch that debate, one thing I told them, I said, you see the way that she's talking to them? That's how I gotta talk to y'all. Do you see how hard it is? And they was like, oh, wow, okay, we're sorry. Guess what? Today I had no moderator duties. I was chill all day to the point where I was like knocking, like knocking on walls, knocking on their doors, like calling them, like, what's going on? Like, I don't hear anything. You guys okay? What's going on? They're like, yeah, we're fine. We're good. I'm like, okay. Well, is there any issues to talk, to talk about, to discuss? It was like, no, we discussed it and we figured it out and we're good. We're fine. I was like, well, all right then. I wish that we had a bit more debates going on, but that was the last one. When I was in, I think I want to say when I was in junior high school, I know I had to watch a debate. Okay, and I made a note of it. Hold on. I had to watch a debate, and the debate was in, the debate was between George H.W. Bush and Ross Perot of Texas. And we had to watch it for class, for history class, maybe like social studies, whatever. And we had to take notes on that debate. I may be showing my age, whatever. I don't care. And it was a very different process. No one was being muted. Nobody, no candidate was being talked over. But, it's 2020. I guess you gotta, get it where you fit in. But I gotta say, that debate gave me some great tips to parent my kids. Alright? I'm gonna, from now on, have a seat in the middle. And I'm gonna have one child on the left, 6 feet apart. Another child on the right, 6 feet apart. And I'm going to find a way to get a mute button so that if anyone's talking, mute, 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 mute. Don't talk. Do not talk when the other person is talking. Respect everyone's voice. You make your notes so that you know when you want to come back, you're going to come back on something that's correct. And you're going to come back with what they said 2 seconds ago when you couldn't cut them off. Okay? So, yeah. My kids watched the debate. I thought that was great. I thought it was good. I thought that it was really good that my kids were able to see another side of opinion, whether we agree with it or not, because they're taught one standard. So now you're being taught. I'm sorry, you're not being taught, but you're hearing another side to something that you're not even being exposed to somewhere else, and it makes them think. That's great. I would like my kids to be free thinkers at all times. Hey, I want to be a free thinker. I would like to think of myself as being a free thinker. I want to look at all sides before I make any decision that's going to impact the life of myself and my family. So I thought that it was, a great thing. But it gave me a really good lesson on how to be a bomb mediator in the home with 2 kids. And you know what? Quiet as kept. It taught me how to be a really bomb mediator with my man. The next time I see him, and God forbid we have an issue, I'm going to be like, well, yeah. Oh, okay. Well, can you explain that? Okay. Well, then, sure. So, if I do A, B, C, and D, how would you fix it? I think I got it all in the bag. The lady did great. I think she might have saved my life. homeschooling thing, this being home forever, as long as we have thing, it has been so hard and difficult and taxing on us that we have to find ways to cope. We have to find ways to cope that's not abusive. We have to find ways to cope that's not antagonistic. We have to find ways to cope that's understanding, even while you're understanding what's going on with yourself. Because I can say I have never been under any circumstances, I haven't been any, I'm sorry, oh gosh, I haven't been under any circumstances like this where I have been confined to a space with occasional outings here and there, that's fine. But where it's been like you have to be definitely away from people for so long. I've never been anything like that, and I am of a grown woman status. It's really hard to cope with. I can imagine what the kids are going through, or any kid in America is going through. And that's why I made this channel, because I can imagine that we all have to find outlets to make our kids not be so torn down, worn down from what's going on. The goal of parents has always been, I feel, to make kids forget and just be kids, carefree, happy as can be. Just, real life happens, but as happy as we can make them. And parents, we really do a hard job of doing that for our children. So, yeah, I just, was thinking about that just because I had a little breakout before I made this post, and I went into full moderator mode, and it helped. But it may not help next week. So, thank you guys again for watching. Again, nothing that I've posted or put here is to be offensive to anyone. If you want to comment and share anything with me, negative or positive, hey, do so. I'll engage as much as possible if anyone even sees this, because again, no one knows going to see this. Because I'm just making stuff just because I can. It doesn't mean that y'all gonna be seeing it. But, if you see stuff and you want to talk to me, you want to ask questions, I'm alright with that. But again, as long as it comes with love, caring, no hate, because I'm not putting out any hate, I'm not putting any disdain against anybody, and I'm not judging anyone, then we're all good. Okay? So, everyone, you guys have a great evening. Have a great weekend. Wear your mask. If, and you know what? How about this? Take care of yourself the best way that you want to. Okay. Take care. Bye.